I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Discmakers. A few weeks ago, I got a request from an artist to do a video about whether CDs are just for albums or if it also makes sense to do them if you release a single. And hey, if you know me at all, I never need much of an excuse to do a video about the amazing optical disc, so I'm happy to oblige. Now, it should come as no surprise to anyone that the vast majority of CDs we at Discmakers manufacture for artists are albums. Makes sense, right? For starters, you have enough music to mostly fill up the 74 minutes or so of content that a CD can hold. You also have enough liner notes and song titles and lyrics to put together a nice complete package with attractive graphics. On top of that, the occasion of an album release gives you a great opportunity to sell CDs and earn some income from your music, which regrettably streaming doesn't really allow you to do because the royalties are so low. Think about this. If you make CDs for $2 a piece and sell them for $10 at your concerts, you make a profit of $8 for each CD sold. To make the same $8 profit from Spotify streams, you would need 2,400 streams. That's a lot of streams. If your album had 12 songs, somebody would need to listen to the whole album 200 times to get to 2,400 streams and for you to make your $8 profit. Again, that's a lot of streams. Or you could sell just one CD. And since frequently an artist will go on tour or do a bunch of gigs to support a new album release, there's a built-in opportunity to sell CDs at your release party and at your other concerts supporting your album. Your album offers you the perfect combination, enough content to put on CD and the opportunity to sell them and monetize your music. But what about singles? Should you make CDs when you're dropping just one song? Well, it depends. Clearly, and like it or not, today's music business has largely become a business of singles that get dropped on streaming services several weeks or several months apart. If all you're doing is a single here or there with no plans for an album, then digital might very well be enough. If you're dropping a single or two to create hype for an album that's coming out in a few months, then digital only also may be enough. But if you really want to turn your single into something that's kind of a big deal, then by all means, make that CD. A CD is just so versatile, right? You can hand them to people you meet at a conference or in an elevator or on the street or at a concert that you're attending as a fan. You can send them to radio stations or record labels or club bookers. And you can be sure you'll stand out from the artists who just email or text a link to their song on Spotify. A CD is not just a carrying medium for your music, it is a brand building tool for you as an artist. You can also get creative and do something cool, like a limited edition of your single on CD, which you can sell to fans as a collector's item for maybe $5. Tell them you're only making 300 or 100. And to make it even more exclusive, you can issue your single only on CD and don't put it on the streaming sites. Fans love anything exclusive. And so if you're planning a series of concerts, a CD single that will never be on Spotify and Apple Music and other streaming platforms is something fans will stand in line for at your merch table. And if you offer them the opportunity to autograph it for them, it'll make the single even more collectible. As uncommon as a CD single is nowadays, that ironically makes doing a CD single even more special to fans. You think I'm blowing smoke? Well, no need to just take my word for it. The great thing about CDs is that they are so affordable that you can easily test it without breaking the bank. 100 copies of this CD in a jacket, super nice, cost as little as $1.69 plus shipping. So for, let's say, $200, you have an opportunity to really differentiate your single and yourself from everyone else with 100 professionally manufactured CDs. And again, if you choose to sell them, moving just 40 CDs at $5 a piece pays for your whole order, or 20 CDs at $10 a piece. It's a very low-risk proposition. In fact, no risk if you have a plan for how to sell or mail or network or give away those CDs. So what do you say? Oh, and one more thing. I talked albums, I talked singles, but there's one more format that frequently is put on CD. It's the EP. What's an EP, you ask? Well, it's somewhere in between a single and an album. EP originally stood for, and I guess still stands for, extended play. It usually consists of 4 to 6 songs on a CD or on a digital release. While some artists will record and release 5 songs, especially for an EP, many artists will take 4 or 5 or 6 singles that they have released as onesies over the past year or so and bundle them into an EP and put them out as a CD, which is great. It gives you something to autograph at your shows and sell at your merch table. It gives fans something to get excited about at your concert. It drives some real income. You can usually sell an EP for $10 just like an album. But if you're so inclined, because it has less songs, you can discount them a bit to $8 or so and still make a huge profit margin. And of course, you can sell them off your Bandcamp page or your website and use them as demos or promos to mail to radio and to help you get gigs. The long and short of it is, album, EP, or single, if you put a bit of thought into it, there's a productive, profitable use for a CD. Indeed, they're less common as a single, but that doesn't mean you can't make it work. And when you're ready, we'll be here. We've got the best, most knowledgeable, friendliest product specialists in the known universe. And they're happy to take your call any weekday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 1-800-468-9353 is the number. Or if you're a bit younger than me and prefer to not talk to anybody, you can do it all online. The best way to do that is to get an instant quote at discmakers.com. So give it a shot. You won't be disappointed.